Hello there. My name is David Edodi. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about something really important, and that will be the power of purpose. Now, in our previous videos, we've been, defining and giving perspective to what purpose is. Just as a well recap, we said purpose is the original intent for the creation of a thing. The reason why something was created or manufactured by the creator or the manufacturer is purpose. Today we'll be looking at the inherent abilities that comes with purpose. Now, what we mean by this is every purpose brings with it certain abilities to ensure its fulfillment. And what are these abilities? After going through this different thing, I'm sure you'll be ready to fulfill your assignment. Please stay to the end of this video. At the last point, I will give you a tip that will take your pursuit of purpose to another level. Now let's go on. Number one, what is the power behind purpose or embedded in purpose? Number one is the sense of purpose. Now it may sound repetitive, but it's a complete statement. The sense of purpose. Purpose gives you this feeling of significance. That's actually what we call the sense of purpose. It gives you this feeling of significance in the sense that you know you're important. There are over 7 billion people in the world today, and you are not just happy, you're not just existing, you're not just floating. Purpose gives you the sense of significance. Probably that's a better word to use, but it's actually called the sense of purpose. You know you are in here for a mission. You know you are in here to offer value to the world. It gives you the sense of significance. That's number one, the sense of purpose or the sense of significance. So if you've been feeling otherwise, you've been feeling you have no reason for being here, you have not found purpose. It gives you the sense of significance. It makes you feel important, that you are important to the globe, you're important to the world, and you are here to bless people. Number two is joy and excitement. Purpose gives joy. It brings joy. The Bible says, with joy we shall draw out of the well of salvation. And let me tell the truth, without joy, without excitement, nothing can be accomplished. It takes joy. Now, if you check military men, for instance, they are going against, enemy and opposition, and many of them may not come back. It's almost a suicidal mission. But oftentimes you see them sing songs, they call it gyration songs, just to keep themselves excited, because joy is strength. Purpose is an automatic dispenser of joy. You wake up in the morning excited. You wake up in the morning joyful because you know you are important to the world. Purpose gives you joy and excitement. If you always find yourself depressed, check it. You need to find purpose. You need to know why you're here. It gives you joy and excitement. Number three, purpose brings the sense of direction. You know where you're going. It is said that if you don't know where you're going to, everywhere looks like it. You are not sure where you're going to. Everywhere looks like it. Purpose gives you the sense of direction. If I'm to become a medical doctor, I know what to study, I know what to do. It may take me 10 years to become what I want to be, but I know what to do from day one. And I will learn more along the way. I'm not scattering my effort. Purpose gives me direction. And what direction does for you? Direction is the key to concentrated effort. You point it at a specific place, impact is born. Number four, purpose give you focus and discipline. Now we know at the end of direction, I started talking about concentrated effort. Focus is simply concentrated effort. You are not scattering it. You hit here today, hit here tomorrow. No, you keep hitting at the same spot, the same area, the same path, and when you know what you want, and impact is born on time. Purpose gives you focus and discipline, the ability to stay with it no matter how you feel, the ability to stay doing what you ought to do, whether you feel like it or not. You know what you're doing, you're giving it time, you're giving it energy, you're giving it consistency. Purpose gives you focus and consistency. You just know this is what I should do with my life. A medical student will not wake up and spend all his days reading, no matter how much he loves sport. He knows that is not his main assignment. His main assignment is in the medical field. So you spend more time studying. Purpose gives you focus. Purpose gives you discipline. Number four, purpose gives you determination and persistence. Now, let me get it right. Let's get it right. Now, the unwavering drive to keep going despite obstacle. That is, there's an opposition in front of you, you keep going. The military are determined that they will fight against the terrorists, even if it's a suicide mission for many of them. But they know these people have to be brought down. That's determination. That's persistence. The ability to keep going. Discipline, you may not necessarily face. Discipline has to do with yourself. Discipline is self-policing. I must do this no matter how I feel. It's about more. No matter how I feel, no matter how well I'm not feeling. Opposition or persistence has to do with many of the time outward opposition. Outward opposition. Obvious opposition. Persistence. Determination has to do with outward opposition, going against the odds to get things done. The next inherent power in purpose is resilience and courage. Purpose gives you resilience. Purpose gives you courage. Resilience is different from determination. Resilience is different from persistence. Resilience is okay. I persisted. I was determined. I went against opposition. I failed. I was defeated. Resilience is the ability to get up and go back again. Now, there's a story told about, let me bring it into perspective. A story was told about a little dog living in the same neighborhood with another bulldog. Now, this little dog always engages bulldog in a dog fight. Every morning he leaves his neighbor, his owner's apartment, goes through the fence down to where the bulldog is living. And the dog fight continues. The bulldog will always beat him. Of course, he has to, based on the size and the difference of strength. After a while, the little dog returns back. After being well beaten, he returns back to his house. He said that was a continuous routine until one day he came to a point where the bulldog saw the little dog coming. He just turned back and ran because he was tired. That's resilience. That's resilience. The little dog was beaten. Maybe that has to do with the dominance of the territory. After that day, the little dog will no longer be under the dominion of the bulldog. Because by resilience, you need to weary oppositions. I'm defeated, I'm back again. I'm defeated, I'm back again. At a point, even the opposition gives say, let's just let this guy pass. Let's just let him go. Let's just let him go. No man that conquered his fear didn't face this. Resilience. The next thing is creativity. Purpose gives you creativity and being innovative. In this sense, it's like taking different channels to arrive at the same thing. Finding new ideas, new solutions to overcome challenges. Finding new ideas, So it's more like it's relating to resilience, courage, and persistence and determination. But this part has to do with thinking. Okay, what other way can we do this to achieve this? This part failed. And if we keep, when I say resilience and opposition, does not necessarily mean you have to do it the same way all the time. No. You may have to find a new way. God, let me tell you this, it may seem controversial, but it's true. Sometimes the plans of God fail. Not because of God, actually, because of man. When he fails, he brings it in a new channel. God can change his plan. He didn't bring the Israelites from Egypt to take them 40 years through the wilderness. The plan was, it is said that the distance from Egypt to Canaan is 40 days. But it took them 40 years. 40 years. A year for a day. So, though the first plan failed, his first generation failed God, he changed the plans. But his purpose still came to pass. So, the purpose gives you innovativeness. I want to become a medical doctor. It seems not to be working. What other way can I do to achieve this purpose? It gives you creativity. It gives you innovativeness. Number 7, this is where many people miss it. Patience and confidence. You see, purpose, I don't want to go into vision right now, but when in a simple definition to me, vision is simply the picture of your purpose. That's simple. That's in the definition according to God's context. Vision is simply the picture of your purpose. No, so if you have seen that vision, that picture of your purpose, and I want to be a medical doctor because I want to help people, I want to do this, I want to do that, you stay. The process is boring. It's boring to become a medical doctor. You see blood all the time. You see as a young lad, it's boring to become a space engineer. It's boring to become a military man. The drilling, the training, the process to success. Never forget this. It's boring. It's boring. And that's why you must find purpose. Because purpose affords that joy and excitement that though it is boring, purpose gives you joy automatically by itself. Do you understand? So joy and excitement is one of the things. But number 7, we're talking about patience and confidence. So you are with the Bible says, let's follow them who through faith and patience obtain the promise. It takes patience. Why waiting? Why believing God? It takes patience. A lot of time will pass, sometimes 10 years, 20 years, but because you keep seeing that picture, that vision for your future, you won't lose it. Purpose offers you that ability. Purpose offers you that power. And of course, confidence. A confidence that though, the Bible says that it does not look, we do not yet appear what we shall become. We don't look like that. We don't look like where God is taking us to. We don't look like what your future has been ordained to be. David was in the hole. Saul was chasing after David almost every day of his life. David was in the hole, but he was ordained to be king. He never gave up. He knew God would take him there. He knew God would take him there. One time, he had to go and beg Nabal, the man Nabal, to give him some foodstuff. I was like, this is a king. Somebody ordained to be a king is going to ask somebody for food. No matter how you look at it, meaning David was suffering a measure of, shortage. But he knew his assignment. He knew his ordination. He knew that he will become that. Purpose offers you patience. Purpose offers you confidence. And I know you are in for a great ride. God bless you. See you in the next video.